Greetings, my fam. I need to talk about this, and I don't know if it's going to be uploaded. And I keep hearing this inner voice telling me, you need to talk about this. No matter how it comes out, no matter how it's released, no matter what, this is coming from a black, COVID cautious, neurodivergent, / neurospicy, non binary queer individual who is 44 years old and will be 45 in 3 months and lives in the Bay Area. But sadly enough, on December 30th, 2023, just a very short time before the new year, I was tested positive for COVID. And I don't know how I got it. I don't know where I was exposed. I don't know. I have no clue. And I am a person who wears a mask, a high quality mask. I use nasal sprays to protect my nose. I use a nasal guard to put around my nostrils. I use the CPC mouthwash. I do all that I can. I use hand sanitizer. I even wear rubber gloves. And I do whatever I can to keep myself safe. And I just wanted to give you context. So, it's been over a month, and um, it feels like I am in grieving mode. I just had a very, very loud cry, and I needed to get it out. And I cry about this almost every day. This thing called being tested positive for COVID unexpectedly. Thankfully, I'm negative. Thankfully, I took Paxlovid, and thankfully, I have a very strong, awesome, beautiful community who has my back through and through, and that is the COVID cautious community, especially the Black COVID community. Shout out to our community. Shout out to the Black COVID community. Shout out to the COVID cautious community that are BIPOC. Shout out to the community. And so I just wanted to express this and say that a month after what I call the Rona violation, RV for short, I, as a person who is autistic, who possibly has ADHD, has these thoughts. And it's giving parallel to the AIDS epidemic back in the 80s, 1980s, and the 90s. And the fact that there were so many of our community, our ancestors, who have died, who were unalived because of lack of support due to them being HIV positive and then eventually having full-blown AIDS. And I just want to say that this thing called the pandemic and COVID-19 has such a striking parallel. And I want to say, for me personally, I feel as though after COVID um, fucked me over, uh, I truly feel like my time has been cut short. I feel like I don't have much time on this earth. Before I was infected, I was scared for my life in terms of moving around in the world because nobody is wearing a mask and nobody cares about keeping other people safe, including people who are disabled. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am disabled, and I'm high risk. Now I'm on the other side after the Rona violation. I now am immunocompromised. I am now even more high risk. I am now vulnerable. I didn't ask for this, and it makes me fucking angry to know that I wasn't protected. And I know that it was not my fault, and I didn't fucking deserve this. I didn't deserve this shit at all. I've noticed in my mom's side of the family, their lives were cut so fucking short, and they died so young. My grandmother passed away young, my mom did, and I'm the next generation, and I feel like I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to 64 or 53. Those were the ages that my mom and my grandmother passed away. My mom at 53, my grandmother at 64. I'm 44. I don't know if I'm going to be here for long because I feel like my time is now limited because ain't no telling what's going to happen to my body because this shit called COVID is so new, and it's been 5 fucking years. 4 to be exact, when March comes, as far as the announcement of the pandemic. But I'm just saying, ain't no telling what's gonna happen to my body. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen to me. I live alone. I don't have any community in my town, in my area. I don't have that anymore because nobody wants to keep others safe. Nobody wants to wear a mask. And it's heartbreaking to me because I feel like I am left behind. Like I am not worth being protected. I am not worth being here. I am looked at as expendable. And it sucks. It sucks to know that I feel like my life might be cut short. It makes me really look deeper into my mortality. And it's fucked up. Before COVID fucked me up, I was like, you know what? I think I made a promise to myself that I'm gonna end up living past the ages of my mom and my grandmother. I was like, I'm gonna make it. And now, with this shit called COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, the coronavirus, nothing that is being done about it, no mitigations in sight, no nothing, how we are so fucking abandoned. I feel like I'm abandoned as far as society. Now I gotta worry about how I should take care of myself in terms of making sure that my black ass is safe. I think about this shit all the time about how long I'm gonna be here, and it sucks. I should not have to think like this, but I do. Fuck.